All right, YouTube Nation. Hey, Josh here, Attica Lumber Company. Actually out here in Seneca County, Ohio. But on this building right here, 40 by 64 specs on this, and then 14 feet tall. But you can see what the guys are doing here. Pretty chilly, about 12 degrees out here. But this video, I want to share with you what we're doing as far as a couple practices that we use as far as the header. Now, I want you to see, check this header out here on the gable. Right here, this is actually a 16 by, actually, what is the width on that? Boy, I had it and I forget it. But anyways, I believe it's a 18 or 20 by 12 there. Maybe even higher than that, 20 by 14. But you can see the use, really the use on that. You see that girter truss that we use? Versus using a 2 by 10 or 2 by 12 or even an LVL right there. See how we use a girter truss? We make that at our truss shop as well. And then over here on the eave as well, you see putting another slider there. Again, a wider span, as you probably can see there. But you see how we use that girter truss. Again, depending on what you're going to do here, obviously you use a 2 by 10, 2 by 12, or an LVL, depending on the engineering specs. But I also want to talk to you about, check out the drip stop up here. Now drip stop, we've talked about this in previous videos, but that comes pre-applied to the metal underneath of the roof metal. But one thing you do want to keep in mind here, if you're putting up drip stop versus a vapor barrier, you got to make sure your screws, I've seen this before, that if they don't go in straight, if they kind of go in perpendicular, if they're off just a little bit, that could cause a moisture problem. All right, so you want to make sure that your screws are flush. If they get drilled kind of at an angle, that could cause a little moisture issues. So keep that in mind if you are using drip stop metal on application, because we've definitely seen that before. All right, and you can see here we're using actually specs on that truss right here, 4 foot on center. Those are actually mic'd out at 2100 MSR, which is machine stress rated. Bottom cord and also top cord right there. Again, 4 foot on center truss spacing. And you can see we got those sitting right there on that 2 by 12 double top beam header. And again, another reason we lay those purlins flat. When you lay those purlins flat, you have a greater likelihood, obviously, of hitting that screw. Put them, 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot, 12 foot on center. You got to put your purlins on edge, and boy, you're asking for some problems. Obviously, the worker's got to walk on that, but also hitting the nail, or not the nail, but the screw on the purlins. All right, and then also use case here, 3-ply laminated columns. We've talked about this numerous times, but again, 30% stronger than a 6 by 6 on this building. Again, spanning 40 by 64. I think this is definitely the right application. Again, all subject to the owner and so forth. But again, a couple different pressure points. 3, boom, a boom, and then also boom. But it's 2 by 6, as you can see there, yellow pine, glue, finger jointed, laminated together, and then obviously treated at the bottom there. So just a couple things I want to share with you there as we continue to roll on. But again, comments always welcome. And keep following the journey. And again, drop a comment, good or bad, and we'll keep it rolling. All right, Attica Lumber since 1925.